Yeah, so people, like, basically, man, people hearts weren't right. When I came home, I was looking like, dang, why everybody is about money? Like, even when it come to family and all. Listen, I remember my grandma, she was telling me something when we was like, she was just like sitting down, and I remember man, she was close to like supposed to be dying, but at this time she still had some years left. But I remember her saying something to me that stuck out. She was like, baby, and I remember, baby, she said, and then she's like, everybody, it's about money, and a lot of them don't think I know, but they got my money. It's all about money. And she was just talking, and a lot of times people think, they be old and see now, but they be knowing, and she was like, baby, see, when you get yourself together, everything gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? But when you ain't got yourself together, people treat you any old way. So it was like, I remember her saying that, and then it was like, man, it was like, boom, it was like a light bulb, like, man, you gotta get yourself together, man. And like, the streets wasn't it for me. Like, it was like, every time I did the streets, even when I saw money, like, I see money, we could go to a dice game, you could lose it all. Like, or you hit a lick, you know what I'm saying, and then you get caught for something else, some other stuff happen, and you don't even get to spend the money. So, like, I seen all types of stuff happen, man. Like, the police take people money, all that type of stuff, man. It's like, it's so many ways that lose, man, when you're doing it the wrong way. But God had another plan there. But I never knew, like, when I was in the streets, I thought it was the only way to be. But what brought me to Christ is, like, I seen the hearts of people, you know what I'm saying? I seen the hearts of, like, everybody was on their own time, on their own thing. Nobody really cared about looking out for the next person, being loyal, being, you know what I'm saying, being down for you. They just didn't care. It was just about them and what they had going on. People would come over there and smoke up all your weed, spend up all your money, whatever, and do their thing with their money. I seen it any of times, and a lot of times people think you're stupid because you don't talk about it. Just because you don't talk about it or you don't even address it sometimes, that don't mean you stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's like you see it, but and I was seeing it even when I was in the world, and I remember I was praying to God over and over. I spent time talking to the Lord, like, man, so many times, man. I remember being in by myself, just quietly talking to God about my purpose and about me doing greater things, because I always had this desire in my heart. And at 17, I remember God showing me doing this music that was inspirational and it was going to touch the world. And I remember God showing me, like, so much even at that age. This is before I even knew, like, what a minister was, what gospel, like, I didn't really know too much about gospel rap, but I had got a little bit introduced to it, but I didn't know, like, what God was going to do in my life. But I seen in a vision, like, me doing some music that was impacting people's lives, like inspiring people, uplifting people, and helping them build them up and not just bring them down. So I remember seeing that even at 17. So, what brought me, to Christ was, man, just the truth. Like, when I started reading that word, and I started seeing myself inside of the word, and when I was reading Proverbs and I seen the women that I was, fooling with inside of the Proverbs, I said, man, I can't say this is a lie. This the same woman I know. These the same homeboys I know. These some of my friends. These some of my cousins. This me right here. So I seen myself in the Bible and so many times that I knew it was true. And then I was like, I can't do nothing but test your word. God, show me you real. And I remember just coming to my knees, crying out to God. And when I did that, it was like, that's another story in itself. When I did that, man, it shook up my world. And, God came and showed up, man, and showed me he was real. That's what it is. So I'm rocking.
Wow. Wow.